Alright, recording my first video here. Let's see how this shit works out. I don't know what I'm going to label this video because, I'm just driving and cruising and thinking. But this video is pretty much about Edomites. And the Edomites, a lot of people associate them as being white. They pretty much are. But you do have what's called the confusion of faces, which means you can have Edomites as well as Hebrew Israelites that look white or look black. Doesn't necessarily mean they are Hebrew Israelites or Edomites. Like Bob Marley, I believe his dad was white, okay, which makes him an Edomite, especially if his dad is, from the line of Esau. More than likely he is. But Bob Marley in complexion looks black, but he's actually an Edomite because of you are your father's seed. My daughter, who her mom is an Edomite, my daughter looks white, but she is a Hebrew Israelite because her dad is from the tribe of Judah, possibly from the tribe of Gad. I have to do some more research on that. Because my dad's dad, or somewhere up there, is Seminole Indian. But when I look at the pictures of my great-grandfather, he looks black, but not black like an Indian. He looks black like, not black like an African, but black like a really dark-skinned Indian. And my grandmother, which, she is mixed with Indian and white, which doesn't matter because it's the father's seed. But what I'm really here to talk about today is how race relations are never going to get better. They're never going to get better. And the reason why they're never going to get better is not because people don't want them to get better. It's because people say they want them to get better, but their actions are totally different. Especially, and I'm going to say this, a lot of white people. White people are always telling us to forget about the past, to forget about this, and to forget about that, and we have the same rights as them. That's not true, because you can look at Donald Trump's cabinet and it's all white, with the exception of that idiot doctor. Now, if Obama's cabinet was all black, I'm sure, we would have, race wars. But white people got to realize that the world, the earth itself, they're ruling it, and when it goes to shit, it's not our fault, it's their fault. They have rulership over this planet, and they've completely destroyed it. And, what I don't understand is why they want, and they go to church, and they think Jesus is white, and they think Jesus is going to save them. My question is, what is Jesus going to save them from? They're living in heaven right now. They can do whatever they want. They kill black people, whatever they want. They can do the most heinous crimes and atrocities. Their entire lineage is built off of, and I don't care what any of these white people say, their entire lineage, just like they say our lineage is based off of slavery, but that's all that you know from us before we came over here. But white people, their entire lineage is based off of carnage and war and killing and rape, rob, molesting, and stealing. Everything that's ungodly, if you really sit back and you think about it, that's what they stand for. Think about it. I know it's a painful pill to swallow, but if you really sit back and think about it, the white man, their entire history coming out of the Khazarian Mountains, the Caucasus Mountains, they were naked and fighting and they destroyed Europe. That's one of the reasons why they had to come over here, because Europe was a cesspool of disease and just, it was just disgusting after the black folks were overthrown, because those were the Dark Ages. Once the Dark Ages were done and they did everything white, painted the faces of the judges, and they started their rulership, they just destroyed Europe. It was just wicked. I mean, some of the sexual deviancies they were doing to children, to infants, to women, to men, to animals. These people, no matter how much they try to place a blanket over their past, their lineage is filled with ungodly filth. Let's be real. And until these people, first of all, come to terms with that, and then come to terms with showing some empathy and compassion for the plights of the Latinos, blacks, and Native Americans that they've absolutely destroyed and oppressed and continue to do so, until that happens, and until they start giving back and making amends to these other nations, like when I say nations, I mean race of people, the blacks, the Latinos, the Native Americans, until they start making amends, America is going to die. It's going to fall just like Rome, just like Egypt. Because in whatever nation that has the 12 tribes of Israel or Judah in it, and they prosper the most. And we all know that the majority of black people, Latino and Native Americans, are here in the United States of America. And with that in mind, the United States of America is prospering. Well, it's not anymore. It's on a decline, because the 12 tribes of Israel are starting to wake up. They're starting to pull themselves away from a lot of the abominations that Babylon the Great here has done, the whoremongering, and they're coming back to the law, statutes, and commandments. But there's still a lot of them out there that still think that the white man is going to accept them. If he ain't accepted you in over 500 years, what makes you think? What makes you think in 2017 that the white man is going to accept you? Look, I don't hate the white people. I understand them. I know what they're here to do. Okay, I know what the Most High put them here to do. I know. I don't have to hate them, but the Most High does, and my hate can't even begin to compare with the Most High's hate. So I got to work with them every day. I even, some of them I got friends, but I don't trust none of them. And I wouldn't even really consider them, I'll consider them friends until they betray me, which I'm always looking for that to happen. And you never trust them. Don't ever trust them. Ever. So, all praise is due to the Most High, Yahweh Bahashem, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. People got to wake up. And when I say people, I mean my people. The Hebrews, the Israelites, the tribes. We got to wake up, man. And this goes especially out to these professionals and these rich motherfuckers. Y'all got to yank yourselves away from the white man's claws, from them hooks. The NFL, we got to show them solidarity. Black man, Latino, Native Americans that are in the NFL, if you really want to cripple the NFL and make them listen, then you strike. We 70% of the stock. These owners want to talk shit, Can't have, what the one dude say? You can't, I hate that thing, man. You can't have the prisoner running the prison, Anyways, I'll talk to y'all. I'm out.